Lauren was born on December 10th of 2002, and the day she was born, she was diagnosed with a hearing deficiency. She was treated a couple weeks later with hearing aids in both of her ears, and over time, about a 6-month period of time or so, we noticed a steady decrease in her ability to hear with both ears. At that point, we looked into options as far as technology options to allow for her the sense of hearing that she would have that available to her, and found a cochlear implant program that worked out for us, and we decided to implant one of her ears with a cochlear implant. That was when she was about 9 months old, and during that evaluation process, we were made aware of the fact that one of the integral parts to allowing for Lauren to become more fully engaged in kind of the hearing community is that we needed to pick a program from a speech pathology standpoint to allow her to use the technology that we've given her to use. And we looked at a number of different options, and what we selected was Auditory-Verbal. And one of the main things that we considered at the time was that we want Lauren as much as possible. I think any parent would want their child to be like any other child who has normal hearing.
The vampire pulled the ghost. Can you show us how the vampire can pull the ghost? There you go.
Pull. That's pull. Pull.
That's right.
The ghost pulled the witch.
Pull. Pull. Pull.
That's right.
Where's Mom? Where's Mom? I put my tongue on. Where's Mom? Where's my mom? Where?
Well, this ladybug didn't like it on the turtle's shell. She got too hot. No, so she jumped onto. What's that? It's an elephant. Hop onto that elephant's trunk. Oh, can I see your trunks?
Here's my trunk. Here's my trunk.
Here's my trunk. Here's my trunk.
Here's my trunk.
I've got a trunk for a nose. I'm an elephant. Oh. She remembered all the animals that she did not like. She did not like the kangaroo because that kangaroo hopped. Hop, 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 hop. She did not like the lion. What did the lion do? Too loud.
He was too loud.
She did not like the bear. Do you remember why?
Scratch, 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 scratch,
Scratch, scratch, scratch, scratch, scratch, scratch, scratch, scratch, scratch. She did not like the monkey. Do you remember why? Too much swinging. She did not like the crocodile. Do you remember why? Swish, swish.
What?
She did not like the turtle shell, not on her back. Do you remember why?
Hot.
Wade was born August 25th, 2004, and he was our first. And in the hospital, they were doing all of the screening that they normally do for babies, and they were taking a really long time. They'd taken him out of the room for his infant hearing screen, and they brought him back the first time, and they had said that he didn't pass it, but they didn't think it was a concern at that time. The audiology technician that had done the screening, or nurse perhaps it was, had said, you need to get to an audiologist, this is very serious, and I absolutely left in tears. It was very scary, and my husband thought, my son's never going to hear the rustling of leaves in the fall. And about a month later, the CDHH staff started working with us, and it was more than just starting with speech or learning how we would communicate with our son and making those decisions. They guided us through all the emotional pieces too. The two main people that worked with us would come in and let me cry on their shoulder and hold my hand and loved on our son, and they do that still. And so we can't be more than grateful for what they've done with Wade and his whole development, not just speech, because they've been following everything. What cognitive skills, what self-help skills need to come next, and are they developing? And if they're not developing, what do we need to do to get him there? As well as speech, guiding us through choosing a mode of communication, so that we were really watching who Wade is and was at the time, so that we could decide what was going to work best for him. Was signing his mode of communication, was oral or auditory-verbal going to be his mode of communication. And we found that over time he just was a really auditory learner, and he just came along with speech in a way that we couldn't anticipate. And so we continue to work with the staff now, and as he's getting older, we anticipate continuing with private auditory-verbal therapy, because we've had such success here that we don't want to leave.
And he's now.
That monkey right out of that tree. Oh, how many are left? 4. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4 little. Teaser, Mr. Alligator, you can't.
Welcome to me.
Quiet as can be.
And he's now. The monkey train out that tree.
Oh yeah, there's one. That tells us which room it goes in.
Jump, jump, hop, hop, hop. Hop, 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 hop. Hop, hop. Hop. Here we go. Clap, clap, clap your hands, clap your hands together. Clap, clap, clap your hands, clap your hands together. You hear that song? You hear that song? Yeah. Clap, clap, clap your hands, clap your hands together. Clap, clap, clap your hands, clap your hands together. I'm just gonna wait and see if he does something here. If he tries to do it or makes anything. Can we look?
Look. A, G, D, turn. A,